Hello, hello, good morning. This is Your Yoga Life. My name is Viviane Wolfe, and today we are going to do about 30 minutes of slow flow Vinyasa style yoga. And this yoga class was created to help support you during the cold winter months. So we will be building some heat and we will be taking it kind of easy whenever the body is colder. There is more chance for injury, and so taking things very slowly and with a lot of awareness and observation, we can keep ourselves safe while at the same time still creating inner heat, creating more strength and more flexibility in the body, and while calming the mind as well. So let's go ahead and get started, shall we? All right. So I'm going to move the microphone. We're going to start standing. Coming to the front of your yoga mat, bring the feet about 2 fists apart. It's about hip width apart here. Feet, toes pointed forward, heels pointed back. Let your body rise up from that foundation here. So maybe it feels good to bring the hands to the side, the palms are forward. Maybe it feels better to bring the palms together over the heart. You get to choose here, remembering that this is your yoga practice. This is your yoga life. Here, let's soften the gaze or close the eyes and take that awareness all the way down into the soles of the feet. Noticing the 4 corners of each foot and pressing them evenly into the mat. So your weight is not too far forward or too far back. Everything goes straight down. And noticing the back of your knees, if you're hyperextending your knees, pushing them towards the back of the mat, then it's going to set your weight back. So soften the knees just a little bit, allowing the weight to evenly distribute over all 4 corners. And let your awareness rise up into your core and shrink wrap your core, activating the front, the sides, the back, just a little bit to help support the lower back, to neutralize the pelvis. With your next inhale, notice how the rib cage expands, filling with space, with air. As you exhale, the shoulders soften down and back. Take a swallow here, noticing where in your throat you feel that sensation of swallowing. Usually it's right at the pit of the throat. And there we'll start a very slight constriction, creating ujjayi breath, breath of victory, or ocean breath. It's a very soft sound, sounding like ocean waves inside your skull, but you shouldn't feel strained. Of course, if this ever becomes distracting or overwhelming, then let go of the breathing, the pranayama, and just let the body breathe itself. Relax the jaw, relax the cheeks, muscles around the eyes. Feel your entire body, crown of the head all the way back down into the soles of the feet. Good, and with your next inhale, let's take the hands up high. Big stretch. Exhale, little side bend over to the right. Inhale, back up to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale, cactus arms, bringing the elbows down, shoulder blades together, the heart lifts. Inhale, reach high. And as you exhale, pull the belly button in as you soften the knees and fold over. Let the head hang heavy. Inhale, come halfway up. Maybe your hands come to your shins. As you lengthen the spine, exhale, soften as you fold. Inhale, rise. Reach for the sky. And exhale, coming all the way back to your mountain. Inhale, take the hands up, reach for the sky. Exhale, little bend over to the left. Inhale, back to center. Exhale to the right. Inhale, coming back to center. And as you exhale, cactus arms. Inhale, reach high. Exhale, folding. Inhale, come halfway up, long spine. Exhale, soften as you fold. Keeping the breath full and slow. Inhale, rise. Exhale, mountain pose. Good. Coming back into your mountain. Noticing sensation. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. And with your next inhale, reach the hands up again, reaching for the sky. Exhale, soft knees as you fold over. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. Reach the crown of the head away from the tail. And as you exhale, soften as you fold. Let's take our right toes back. Bending the left knee. Inhale, reach the heart forward, low lunge. Exhale, step left foot back, downward facing dog. It's our first dog, so let's take a breath or two to walk it out here. Maybe bending one knee, sending the opposite heel down and switching. Then inhale, bring the shoulders over the wrists for plank, or maybe you do half plank today. Exhale, lower the heart all the way down onto the mat. Bring the fingers in line with the chest, take the elbows towards the back of the mat. Press the legs together and then let them separate just an inch or two. Press the tops of the feet into the mat. Lift the knees. Press the pelvis down, shrink wrap the core. And with your next inhale, lift the heart, lift the gaze, baby cobra, no weight in the hands. Exhale, lower the heart back down. Inhale, rise again. Maybe you go a little higher this time, medium cobra. Exhale, all the way back down. Third time, inhale, lift up, pressing into the hands. Come as high as you feel comfortable. Exhale, lower all the way back down, curl the toes under. Inhale, press up, table or plank. And as you exhale, lift the hips into downward facing dog. Good. When you come into your downward dog, take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, we take right leg high, three-legged dog. Take the whole inhale to get up there. And as you exhale, carefully step that foot forward. Use your hand to help bring it further forward so you protect your knee over your ankle. Inhale, reach the heart forward in this low lunge. And as you exhale, bring that left foot up, forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, come halfway up, long spine. Reach the crown of the head away from the tail. And as you exhale, soften as you fold. Bend the knees, drop the hips. Inhale, hands up to chair pose. Exhale, fold back over. Inhale, come halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold. Good, let's take our left toes back, bend the right knee. Inhale, reach the heart forward, low lunge. Exhale, step right foot back, downward facing dog. Just take a breath here, walking it out. And with your next inhale, coming into plank or half plank. And as you exhale, lower the heart all the way down onto the mat. Fingers in line with the chest. Bring the feet together, then let them separate, pressing the tops of the feet down. Lift the knees, press the pelvis down, shrink wrap your core. And as you inhale, little baby cobra. Back of the neck is long, and as you exhale, lower back down. Moving with intention. Inhale, maybe you rise a little higher. Exhale, back down. Third time, as high as you feel comfortable. Exhale, all the way back down. Curl the toes under. Inhale, press up to table or plank. Exhale, lift the hips, downward facing dog. Here in our downward dog, let's take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Big inhale. Big exhale. Good. Let's inhale, lifting that left leg high, three-legged dog. Exhale, carefully step that foot forward. Use your hand to help if you need. Inhale, reach the heart forward. And as you exhale, forward fold at the front of the mat, bringing that right foot to meet the left foot. And as you inhale, come halfway up, long spine. Exhale, soften as you fold. Soft knees, inhale, rise, reach for the sky. And as you exhale, return to your mountain pose. Taking your time here, coming back in. Noticing sensations in the body. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. And with your next inhale, let's reach those hands up. Exhale, soft knees as you fold over. Inhale, come halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold. Let's take right toes back. Turn the foot 45 degrees and bring the heel down. But your heels are still hip width apart from each other. Bend that left knee. Inhale, reach the heart forward. Exhale, bring the hands behind you, airplane arms. Inhale, rising into warrior one. Exhale. Feeling all the beautiful parts of this warrior one. Take a few breaths. Good, then lengthen through that left leg, reach a little higher. Turn the hips 45 degrees. And as we exhale, we start by bringing the hands out wide. Both legs stay long. And then shifting the hips towards the back of the mat, we reach left hand down, maybe onto the shin or onto a block, keeping length in the left side of the body here. So if you find yourself collapsing down, maybe bring the hand a little higher. You can even use a wall or a chair to help support you so that you feel nice and lengthened in all of the areas that you need to. So we reach right hand high, left hand low, stacking shoulder on top of shoulder, anchoring into all four corners of both feet. And maybe it feels good to look down. Maybe it feels better to look up. One more breath. Good, and then as we exhale, let's bring both hands down onto the mat, framing our left foot. Lift that right heel. Now let's bring that right knee down and take your left foot over to the right side of the mat. And then from there, bring that foot a little closer to your hip as we make our way into pigeon pose. So maybe for you, pigeon means your knee is in line, is in the center of your mat, pointed towards the front of your mat. Maybe you take it a little wider. All of it's good. Maybe you take a blanket and put it underneath your left hip. All of these are beautiful places to be. Take a nice deep breath in, lift the heart, and as you exhale, slowly reach the heart forward. Maybe you just walk your hands forward. Maybe you bring elbows down. Maybe you bring your forehead down onto the mat or onto a block. Take a breath or two here. Keeping your left foot just a little flexed to protect your knee. Good, and then bringing the hands back underneath the shoulders. Remove any props that you were using. Curl your right toes under, and as you inhale, lift the hips. Exhale, downward facing dog. Option to stay here or move through our vinyasa sequence. You get to choose. Inhale to plank or half plank. Exhale, lowering the heart down or chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra or full cobra or up dog. Exhale, lifting the hips to downward facing dog. Move through table or plank, whatever feels better. And here in downward dog, we all meet up and take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Big inhale. Big exhale. Inhale, we take right leg high, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, carefully step that foot forward for low lunge. Let's turn the left toes out and bring that left heel down, bending the right knee, preparing for warrior two on the other side. Reach the heart forward in this low lunge. Exhale, hands come behind you, airplane arms. Inhale, rise, warrior one. Taking just a moment here in your warrior to really feel the beauty of this pose. Breathing deeply into it. And then with an inhale, we lengthen through the right leg, reach up high, turn the hips 45 degrees. Exhale, we bring hands down, right hand forward, left hand back. Both legs stay long. Shift the hips slightly towards the back of the mat as we start to bring right hand down, left hand high, stacking shoulder on top of shoulder. And again, this might be a different feeling on this side than it was on the other side. Totally fine. But still, we want to keep the right side of the torso lengthened, not collapsing down. So if you need to come a little higher, if you need to use more props, do so. It's still the same pose. And maybe you look down, maybe you look up. One more big breath in. And then with an exhale, gently bring the left hand down. Bring the right hand down if it's not already. Frame that right foot. Lift the left heel. Bring the left knee down onto the mat. Then we walk our right foot over to the left side of the mat, making your way into pigeon pose. Again, making adjustments. Maybe you bring your knee a little more center. Maybe you bring your right foot closer to your hip. Maybe you place a blanket or a bolster or something underneath your right hip. Take a nice deep breath in, really feeling length in the spine, lifting the heart. And as you exhale, bring the hands forward. Maybe the elbows come down. Maybe you put your forehead on block or on the mat. Totally up to you. We'll stay here for a few breaths. Gently bringing the hands underneath the shoulders, pressing into the hands to lift the heart. Remove any props. Curl your left toes under, lift the knee. And with your inhale, lift on up. Exhale, make your way back into downward facing dog. Stay here or vinyasa, you get to choose. Inhale to plank or half plank. Exhale, lowering all the way down or chaturanga. Inhale, baby cobra, full cobra, or up dog. Exhale to downward facing dog. Take the path that feels good. And when you arrive here in your downward dog, take a nice deep breath in. Deep breath out. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, take left leg high, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, carefully step that foot forward for low lunge. Inhale, reaching the heart forward. Exhale, forward fold at the front of the mat. Inhale, halfway up, long spine. And as you exhale, soften as you fold. Then inhale, rise, reaching for the sky. Exhale, mountain pose. Coming back into your mountain. Coming back into your breath. Noticing sensations. Noticing the rhythm of your breath. And with your next inhale, let's take the hands up, reach for the sky. Exhale, soft knees as you fold over. Inhale, come halfway up, long spine. Exhale, fold. Let's take our hands onto the mat, walk our feet back. Inhale, plank pose. Exhale, bring the knees down. And sink the hips back, child's pose. Taking just a breath or two here in child's. Knees together or knees wide, whatever feels better to you today. Gently coming back up to our table. Let's shine our right leg out, lengthening through the back of the leg, and then cross right leg over left leg and bring the knee back down. So we're crossing our knees. Take the feet a little bit wider, sink the hips back, coming into cow face pose. So knees are aligned to the best of your ability. The feet are either close to the body or coming out a little bit further. Take a nice deep breath in, reach the hands up, and then bending the left elbow, bring the left hand onto the spine. I'm going to turn sideways so you can see. Use the right hand to help guide that hand down, the left hand down the spine here. Making sure you have room for your head. So there's a tendency to bring that elbow in, so rotate it outward just a little bit here. And maybe you don't go very far, that's totally fine. If it's in your practice, bring that right hand down and then come up the back and see if your fingers will meet, or use a strap here. Totally up to you. We'll be here for just another breath or two. Big inhale. Exhale, gently release the hands. Bring the hands behind you, unravel the feet, maybe windshield wiper the legs left and right. And then make your way back to table. Maybe you cross your legs and come forward over your legs, or flip your feet to one side or the other to make your way in. From here, let's slide that left leg out long, that left foot out, and then cross the left leg behind the right leg. Stacking knee on top of knee, and then take the feet a little wider, sink the hips back. Coming into cow face on the other side. And again, make the adjustments you need to here. And then with your next inhale, take the arms up overhead. This time we bend the right elbow and use the left hand to help draw that right hand down the spine. Maybe your left hand comes down and behind you and fingers touch. Maybe not. We all have our own stories in our body. Coming back into your breath as you're in this pose, making sure you have room for your head, not kinking it down. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, let the hands float all the way down. Bring the hands behind you, unravel the legs. A little windshield wiper left and right. Then start to make your way onto the back, preparing for Shavasana pose here. So I like to give my students, options here. So option number one is just the basic Shavasana. Legs are out long, toes rotate outward, hands are at the sides, the palms are up. You can always bring a rolled up blanket or a bolster underneath your knees. You can always cover up with a blanket. Option number two is to plant your feet and bring your knees together. This is good if you have low back pain. Option number three is to come into fetal position on one side or the other. Maybe you rest your head on your arm. This is good if you have digestive issues, if you also have back pain, if you have, if you're pregnant, or if you just, like the color purple, whatever. Finding your version of Shavasana, making any final adjustments here. We're going to take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. Let the eyes soften or close. Give yourself this gift. Don't skip this part. This moment of conscious relaxation. Allow the work that you've done today to integrate into every cell of your body. And then go deeper into the mind and into the heart. Let each exhale take you deeper into yourself. And I'll guide you back when the time is right. So enjoy your Shavasana. You can stay in Shavasana for as long as you like. And when you're ready to return, begin by bringing your awareness back into your breath. Take a nice deep breath in through the nose. Let it go through the mouth. Repeat this if it feels good, as you start to bring some soft movement into the fingers and the toes. Let the movement grow into the wrists and the ankles, into the arms and the legs, shoulders and hips. Maybe even gently rocking the head side to side to wake up the neck. And take a breath or two here, whatever movement feels right to you right now. And then gently make your way into a fetal position on one side or the other. Maybe you rest your head on your arm if that feels nice. Just take a moment here between your practice and the rest of your day. When you're ready, use your hands to help press you up. Come into a seated position. You can bring one foot in front of the other or cross your legs or bring one leg on top of the other, whatever feels better. You can also sit up on a bolster, cushion, or a blanket. Let the hands rest on the knees or on the thighs. Soften the gaze or close the eyes and take just one more moment here to check in. Notice the sensations in your body. Notice the rhythm of your breath. Notice how you feel. Good. Let's go ahead and close this class by inhaling, reaching the hands up high overhead. Exhale, bring the hands together over the heart. And with our hands here, let's take one last deep breath in. And let it go. Thank you so much for sharing this practice with me today. From my heart to yours. Peace. And this, my friends, is the part, thank you. This is the part where I ask you to help me out. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, please press the little like button, little thumbs up. Leave a comment, let me know how this practice made you feel. Do you feel warmer? Are you experiencing winter where you are right now? So like, comment, of course, subscribe. It really helps me out as an independent yoga teacher to have the algorithm work in my favor, right? And if you like classes like this and you want more, or you want interactive full-length classes, then go to the link in my description. It'll take you to my online studio, and there you can sign up for individual classes that are interactive. They're Zoom, they're online, or maybe you decide to rent a premium video. So anyway, I'll be back next week. I hope you have a wonderful, wonderful week. And until then, please take good care of yourself.